Welcome back. All right, so if you want a competitive final, you have it in the AHL. So for people who've been watching this series, it's been great. The home team has held serve throughout, and now we go to a game 7. This is what you play for all season if you're Coachella Valley, to have home ice in game 7 in the final. The crowd was electric tonight. Really, in all honesty, Hershey, it felt like, had their best start, and yet doesn't matter. So, first goal wins every game so far. That changed tonight. It was Shepherd versus Decord. They had a saxophone for the anthem. That was a little different. Um, I kind of wish if they were gonna have the saxophone. You know the big jacked guy from the movie Lost Boys. Nobody watching this was alive when Lost Boys came out. He also played saxophone for Tina Turner back in the right. Yeah, that was 40 years ago. The Firebirds 4-0 facing elimination, make it 5-0. This team knows how to play with its backs against the wall. Early jump for the Firebirds, lots of hits, but they don't get shots on net during that. Rafferty has a shot that bounces wide. McMichael has a shot that's held, and then he scores. It's McMichael from Snively and Johansson. That's at 1 minute and 33 seconds, and quiets the crowd down, at least for a moment here. Buries a loose puck in the slot after a failed clear. So, yeah, Hershey was up 1-0, and 2 minutes into this, the shots are 7-1 for Hershey. So I thought, okay, so this is just a swarming offense. That's one way to take care of the Firebirds at home and maybe take the fans out of it. But the Firebirds, while they were under pressure on every zone exit, they kept it up. Johansson has a shot tipped wide, and then Froden's denied. The Bears clear it out. Strong back checking by the Bears. McCormick has a shot that's blocked. The Firebirds press. Pilon fires one wide on a rush. As, you know, the Bears here thinking if they can get up 2-0, and rightfully so, who knows? But no. So Johansson has a near miss on a rush. Great start for the Bears. And then the commercial. So this is the weird thing about watching an AHL feed online. So the commercials are radio, and what it was showing on the screen was this weird Melt Hershey, which is, you know, the chocolate reference. They had Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. And some Oompa Loompas shot, but it wasn't the Oompa Loompas from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And they mixed it with highlights with the Firebirds, and I'm hearing a car commercial. And I was thinking, you know, if I was under the influence, I'd be wondering what was real and what wasn't, or if it was time for bed. So that I had to mention because I thought it was one of the more bizarre things. Plus, the fans, there were some bizarre outfits for the fans. Kudos to the fans. Pressed by the Firebirds at 8.5 minutes, they're kept to the outside, but Coachella Valley would get a power play, and this is where the game turns. So it takes 17 seconds, and it's completely different than the Coachella Valley power play in Hershey, which had its struggles. In Coachella Valley, not so much. It's McCormick from Podoralski at 10 minutes and 10 seconds. That ties the game. The Firebirds then press for the lead. Petman has a shot that's blocked, but there's more pressure. And then Hayden buries one in close. That's John Hayden. Evans and Petman with the assists at 12:01. So as it buries a rebound there, the momentum is all Firebirds after that slow start. So Hershey had all those shots, and then it just felt like they ran out of gas. They had 7 shots in the first 2 minutes, and they had 15 shots the rest of the game. Absolutely bizarre scoreline there. Bears went over 10 minutes without a shot. Vecchione is denied. He's the first one to get a shot to break that shotless streak for them. The rebounds cleared. Olofsson has a rush chance that deflects out. Back-to-back icings by the Firebirds. Not that the Bears were really generating much there. Delayed game call gives the Bears one of their couple of power plays for the night. There's a shorthanded 2-on-1. McCormick has a net drive that's defended. Fans wanted a call for a 5-on-3. They don't get it here. They do get a 5-on-3 later. Bears can't set up. Olofsson clears. Shorthanded, or no. The fans wanted a call to make it 4-on-4. There's a shorthanded true chance that was defended. The power play's killed off without a shot. So for Hershey tonight, the power play just could not get things going. And then shortly after, Hughes scores at 16:52. So shortly after they kill the penalty, Cameron Hughes with a goal from Petman and Olofsson. So that's Petman's second assist of the period. Olofsson's first assist of the game, and honestly, I thought Gustav Olofsson had a good game. That was the third goal for Coachella Valley on 7 shots. So rough night for Shepherd, who had a great night in the last game. Then there's a near miss for Ness. The Firebirds rush, and Lind is denied. But after the first period, it is 3-1 in favor of the Firebirds. Second period, early jump for Coachella Valley. They pick up where they left off. Hughes to True gets picked off. Bears are pinned down, though, so even when they get the puck, they can't clear it. Johansson has a screenshot that's held. Twerinski then has a near miss on a wraparound. And then Mallenstein kind of flings one at the net, and it goes off a couple of defenders for the Firebirds and in. Sutter and Day with the assists at 3:28. So this is completely against the momentum of the game that was all Firebirds, and you're thinking, okay, makes it 3-2, tightens up the game. Could this throw off Coachella Valley? Short answer, no. Firebirds look to answer, but they end up taking a penalty. Early cycle, McCormick clears. Another aggressive penalty kill. It's killed off, no shots. The fans then call one, the referee doesn't. Firebirds press at 7 minutes. Petman has a net feed, that's kicked aside. Pagansky has a tip shot, that's saved. Then there's a near miss for Rafferty. The Firebirds press. The ref is told that he sucks during this play. What the fans wanted to call on there, honestly, both teams could have taken a penalty, so 2 wrongs make a right. As Grant Fuhr said, and I have to say, Grant Fuhr, as a color commentator, fantastic. I really hope that an NHL team picks him up this coming season. I thought he was very well spoken, very good color analyst, and yeah, he belongs in the National Hockey League. So the Firebirds draw a power play, they cycle, Lind fires one high and it's cleared, and then Joey Decord picks up a helper. He gets it to Lind, and Lind scores a power play goal at 11:50. And so, yeah, that's from the left face-off circle on a rush chance, and that starts a Joey chant, the first of many Joey chants we had tonight for Joey Decord. Again, as I've mentioned previously during this run, Joey Decord is giving Seattle an interesting choice. So they do have Drieger under contract for next year as well. But what's to stop them from giving Decord a shot at the backup job to Grubauer? Let Jones go to market, because Decord's had a very good year. And so, again, maybe if Seattle doesn't keep Decord, maybe his play during this run towards a Calder Cup, a potential Calder Cup anyways, maybe that'll draw the attention of another team. So, Snively to Pilon gets picked off. Pagansky has a shot that's held. The shots are 6-2 for the Firebirds with 5.5 minutes left, and the Bears, just nothing going on. After that goal, there was no momentum drawn from that whatsoever. Annis has a rush chance that's saved. There's a late press by the Bears, but they can't get to the net. So they don't get a shot during that late press. And so we're going to the third period with the score 4-2. Early press by the Firebirds. McCormick is denied. He had a very good game. Hayden has a shot that's blocked. More pressure by the Firebirds. The shots are 3-0 in their favor 2.5 minutes in. Twerinski has a one-timer that's saved. Again, I can't stress enough, the Firebirds controlling the game at this point. Evans has a shot that's saved. Lind fires one high, and then he scores again. So again, Lind fires high and he scores. Lind fires high and he scores. Apparently, if he fires the puck high, he takes that personally and buries the next chance he gets. True and Rafferty with the assists at 3:57. It's another goal from the slot. So I didn't think Shepard had a chance. He couldn't see it first off, and secondly, the defense for the Bears that was so good at home, it is really shaky in Coachella Valley. So Fucali comes in. It was a mercy pull. Now, I know Shepard's going to start Game 7, but I thought Fucali played really well in relief. Anyways, that was the 6th shot on net for Coachella Valley. The Bears had 0 to that point in the period. So, yeah, this was just all Firebirds. Bears do look to answer, but they're not getting sustained pressure. A lot of one and done going on at that point. There's a near miss for Wright on a rush, and then McCormick hits the post. The fans thought that was in. They were even booing and telling the ref that he sucked. Firebirds press at 8.5 minutes. Cartier fires one wide. Annis has a shot that's blocked as the Bears press. The Firebirds clear. A lot of shot blocking by both teams tonight. 9:38 left. There's a power play for the Firebirds. I got a kick out of this. So the whistle goes while the Firebirds had the puck because they were offside. And so the fans see that the Firebirds had the puck and they immediately start booing, not realizing their team has the power play. It goes to a commercial and comes back. Fans are all excited. So, and again, during every commercial break, I'm seeing what's going on in the building and the commercials are going, and yeah. It was definitely I will say this, that with Hershey, it was the one stationary camera and there was no like graphics or anything. But yeah, this one I was seeing whatever fans see, on that screen. Yeah, all that was fun. So even the muscle contest and, kid with no shirt. Anyways, it's just weird stuff that goes on in a hockey game, isn't there? So there's a near miss for Evans when we come back from the commercial. The power play gets started. They cycle. Fucali denies Cartier and holds, but then we get 52 seconds of 5-on-3, and Coachella Valley calls a timeout. And I'm guessing the conversation was this: Don't take any, crazy shots. And just remember, we're ahead by 3. Just take it easy. If we don't score on the 5-on-3, it's not a big deal. We've taken a lot of time off the clock, and we just need to make sure we're not giving them shorthanded looks, right? At least that's what I would probably have told the team in that case. So Podorowski has a shot that's held. We get some pushing. It was the first time we'd seen that. Cartier's tonight on a rebound. We get more pushing there, which I think is interesting when it's a 5-on-3, because that means 2 members of the Firebirds are like, so some pushing going on, huh? So, because it's 5-on-3. Misconducts are handed out during that. So that's the referee's way of saying, look, knock it off. Same thing that they did in the National Hockey League. So they cycle, the Bears block. They do kill it off. Again, if you want to look at this from a Bears perspective and say, well, at least they killed this or killed that. Yeah, but the shots were 12-3 for the Firebirds with 6 minutes left. Now, they didn't get another shot on net, but they didn't really need to, did they? So Ness has a screenshot that's held. The Bears press are kept to the outside after pulling the goalie with 5 minutes and 19 seconds left. Vecchione has a shot that's saved as the Bears press. The fans wanted Decord to hit the empty net. Every time he went near that puck, they cheered like, do it, do it, do it. He didn't, because there were a lot of Bears that were playing back, and you don't want to risk a turnover there, right? So even though you're up by 3, you do not want to give the Bears oxygen. You want to make sure so he'd make the safe play off the boards or clear it around, and just make sure that you're not worried about turning it over and potentially ending up making it 5-3 rather than 6-2. So, Firebirds with an icing with 2:27 left, but really it didn't matter. The Bears were not getting quality chances, not from right in front of the net. And every time the puck was anywhere near the net, Decord would jump out and grab it and hold on. And it was smart, economical goaltending by Decord. It was really good defense that was being played by Coachella Valley late. They win this one 5-2. The series is tied at 3. So we're going to Game 7 in Coachella Valley on Wednesday. There are no extra days off. Nobody cares what's going on in any other sport. Nobody has to worry about whether or not TNT wants the game at a weird time. It's at 7 o'clock Pacific, 10 o'clock Eastern. The shots on net are 10-9 Hershey in the first, 7-3 Coachella Valley in the second, 12-9 Coachella Valley in the third. Final shots are 28-22, which I will say flatters Hershey. Again, the shots were 7-1 Hershey 2 minutes into this. Final shots 28-22, but the power plays 0-2 for Hershey, 2-4 for Coachella Valley. Shepard saved 17 out of 22, so ugly scoreline for him. Fucali saves all 6 shots in relief, but Shepard will get Game 7. They're not going to go to Fucali after riding Shepard all the way to Game 7 of the Calder Cup final. Decord saves 20 out of 22 at the other end. Very good game for Joey. Your 3 stars are Cole Lind, Joey Decord, and Cameron Hughes. So Cole Lind, good game for him. He's been very streaky, and right now it's a hot streak. He had the 2 goals to salt this one away. So, can Coachella Valley keep up the home team winning every game in the series in Game 7? We'll find out in a couple of days. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.